Keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real, keeping it real with Reverend Laura.
We are much more like animals than we like to think. In fact, we even share 70% of our DNA with slugs. And what about the plants? We have 50% of our DNA common with bananas and most trees, 45% with lettuce and cabbage, 25% with daffodils and roses. I think I might be happier if we were a little less like cabbage and more like roses, but what are you going to do? We think of plant life as being there for our use only. We eat it, we build with it, we use it to decorate, and we often fight with it when it comes up in unwanted places. I often wonder, who was it that originally determined that some plants were valuable and should be cultivated, and some plants are weeds and should be destroyed? We often think of plant life as something that is disconnected from each other too. They are disconnected individual organisms, and that they exist for the use of other creatures that inhabit the earth. Now, plants in and of themselves are quite fascinating. Among plant life, we find the largest and the oldest organisms on Earth. In fact, our state tree here in Nevada is the bristlecone pine, specimens of which have been known to be over 5,000 years old. And plants are interconnected to the world around them in a way that we have yet to understand. In my house here, I have a plant that's commonly called the prayer plant. I bought it because I thought it had very beautiful leaves. They're dark green with red spots on them. But I have to tell you how surprised I was the first time I realized what it does every single evening. When it becomes dark, all of the leaves on the prayer plant point upward, and they remain that way throughout the night. And then when I wake up in the morning, the leaves are all laying open again. This plant is intimately connected with the movement of the sun and responds to the amount of light it receives. 5 hours from here in central Utah is the largest single organism on the earth. It also happens to be the oldest. It's an aspen grove named Pando. It is thought to have originated from a single seed deposited during the movement of the glaciers in the last ice age, and it is estimated to be over 16,000 years old. It covers over 100 acres and is thought to weigh over 6,000 tons. The 40,000 plus individual branches, or as we refer to them, trees, that make up the grove are connected by an intricate root system where the nutrients and the energy are shared among all the individual branches in this one gigantic organism. You know, this so reminds me of the movie Avatar, where life was all connected together through this intricate root system, and the inhabitants of the planet could tap into the wisdom and the energy and the healing balm of this interconnection of life. How amazing that must be to feel that connected to the source of all.
Keeping it real with Reverend Laura.